Alright guys, this is the first game of today's monthly ZCCE tournament. There will be another game after this, a single championship game. There is a prize for the winners of this tournament. And in this game, two teams will advance as usual. The teams are Trigger and Goblin, Noah and Moda, another Reich and Isaiah, and Pop-Tart and Lich or Zipton. Casting here with me is Savior, who is the current ELO leader of the zone control world. And and I'm Roz, as always. So what do you think? Who do you think's gonna, I don't know, qualify out of this match?
Goblin and Trigger, for sure.
They're gonna qualify, yeah.
I think they're in a position to win too. I mean, I think they got relatively easy lanes for them.
Yeah, I think Moda's gonna be a strong player if he sticks around, but he is a little bit newer. I don't think he's seen the likes of Goblin or Trigger.
Yeah, he needs more experience playing with really good players.
Agreed. He's gonna get his STD harvested here twice.
A lot of the play I've seen from him is like pretty pub focused, and there's definitely different ways to play between a pub and these kinds of games.
Yeah, I completely agree. A lot of pressure here. It looks like top right was doubling top left. I'm not sure why. Maybe they feel that light green isn't fighting much. Not sure why they'd want to do that, but oh boy, this could be a big nuke if orange. Okay, his opportunity is something slipped. Yeah, there was just a split. Oh, that's a terrible nuke. But he will get a fair number of these retreating marines. The thing is, like, Teal has insane micro. So if there's one player where you nuke like that and you leave 5 units alive that normally you think you're going to get killed, if there's one player who can work their way out of it, it's Teal, and he's right back in the battle.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, top right's doing quite well. The bottoms aren't trading very much, it appears, and they're pretty close as well.
That's a mistake that a lot of players make, especially as they start to transition to more like league games, and they try to, like, it gets into people's heads like winning lane. Like, lane, I don't think it's that important. It's better to take, even if you lose by like 5 or 10 marines in an engagement, it's important to take the engagements to keep scores up.
Yeah, but at the same time, if we're talking about players that are new to sort of league play, their first few league games, they're probably going to get smashed, and that'll be because of them losing lane early. So I don't know.
I don't know. I think like they're just trying so hard to not, like, the bottom side is trying so hard to not take bad fights.
Yeah.
That they're just going way behind.
Yeah, I
while
agree.
The top side is constantly fighting.
I agree. But I also think that line of reasoning, the whole you gotta trade, it's kind of like staying in lane. It's one of these like philosophies that I think is born more out of frustration from the better players than it is off of like first principles reasoning. Like, there are times, I don't know, I think there's something to be said for trying to make sure you don't die first, too. So I don't know.
Yeah,
but in a game like this, where one team's going to qualify based on performance score, you definitely want to be trading, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I always try to just trade, even if they're not going to be the greatest trades for me when we're playing these kinds of games. It's just trade, even if you don't have the best concave, or you have a worse one. Like,
if your lane's not going to trade with you, go trade somewhere else.
Yeah.
If my lane wants to fight on top of their bunker, like, there's a limit to how bad of an engagement I'm willing to take. But I'll take an engagement pretty far out if I have to. Pink cutting off the resupply from purple. So it looks like we got a few bunkers going down across the map. Teal already got his expansion. Top right's looking pretty good here. This blue bunker, ooh, nice worker snipe by blue. If he doesn't snipe that, there's no way this bunker gets down.
Yeah. And there's the nuke from blue.
I guess that was a bigger nuke than I thought. But they need to make sure they don't both get nuked. So what they're doing right now is, okay, I like light green retreating there, but in general, once you nuke like that, it's good to split your army, put like 10 units forward, which isn't too far from what blue did. Just enough to fight, they have you know they're only going to have a small army, right?
Yeah.
Right, and don't risk getting your whole army nuked, because you know it's probably coming. Another nuke here is probably going to be necessary. Will light green do it? No? Oh man, this is going to be...
like a second off, though.
That's a good... Oh, but he missed almost the whole army.
He missed it a lot, yeah. Still get it up, which is good for them.
Yeah, I think there's a chance that he could have got that bunker down, but if he doesn't nuke there's a chance the bunker dies right after it finishes. So I wouldn't say it's a good nuke, but it also wasn't a bad nuke. It accomplished its goal.
Yeah, it got it done for him.
A lot of pressure here on top left. This pink does still have a nuke, but it's in his bunker. If pink doesn't nuke soon, this bunker could die. A turret would definitely do the trick here. That's an awful lot of pressure.
Yeah, they need to do something. Orange isn't getting resupplied.
All this pressure without a nuke from top right. Orange is racking up the repair costs right now. He has 1 regen on his bunker and 3 slots. Yeah, that's some real damage. Between 100 in repair and 3 bunker slots, it's top left. Their score isn't terrible, but I don't think their score really indicates the damage that's been done.
Yeah, they've spent money,
and they lost 1 nuke. But bottom right's probably in the worst position. They're in last place in score. Pop-Tart was forced to Merc, and they don't have any nukes. Bottom left, they look weak based on score, but they have 2 nukes to back it up. So they should be fine. If I had to guess, I'd say top right and bottom left are both looking pretty good right now. But we'll see. Let's see what the performance score has to say. The performance score agrees with
top right. Yeah, top right's in a really good position to win right now.
They're probably going to qualify no matter what. Their score is just so high. And bottom left, I think, is getting the benefit out of how strong.
Being strong, yeah.
That you can
got no pressure
see that happening. Be interesting to go back and run the analytics on what percentage of games are won based on, or sorry, what percentage of the time in tournaments do diagonal teams both advance? It'd be interesting. Well, we know somebody who revealed his identity right there.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows who that is. Really nice surround by teal here on orange.
I wonder how orange feels about this. Be interesting.
Yeah. he's currently getting wrecked
Yeah.
by one of the best players in the game. That's not fun to play against. We've all been there. But he's definitely not in a position where death is.
Yeah, but his score is constantly getting bigger, like farther and farther apart.
Yeah. Top left still does have a chance here to qualify. They're not too far out at the moment, so they just need to get some feed. The problem is top right is just denying feed. You know, these are really strong Marines, and they're still just Marines. You know, they're not war pigs. So not only are they feeding, they're denying feed to their lane as well.
What do you think about that trigger going cross map there?
Get feed wherever you can. I don't mind it here. This isn't like a winner take all situation. The more feed they can get from wherever they can get, it doesn't matter who you piss off. Like they should almost try to bait the 6v2 here, because they'll just get more fed.
Oh, that was a big nuke.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
90 kills.
So I guess it doesn't change. And the pressure to follow will.
In.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah, with trigger down here, it seems like a bunker's gonna get lost. I'm not sure which one.
Pop-Tart's dead, I think.
Yeah, if trigger needs to, he can throw a turret, but I don't even think he's gonna need to. Yeah, he does throw a turret.
He does, yeah.
So I guess he needed to, because trigger doesn't make mistakes. It was a good turret though. Got the job done.
Yeah, definitely got it done.
Each player that you knock out makes it harder and harder to get a higher performance score. So that really solidifies their position. But the scores seem to have equalized a little bit. Light pink is doing okay.
And their trigger just starts his first tank.
His first tank. Yeah, they just don't care. At this point,
I don't think 5v2 could kill them.
I'm not sure. If it's orchestrated correctly, there is one.
There's two nukes, right?
Two nukes. So they have two nukes. There's two nukes that can be used against them. If the 5v2 is done properly, nobody else is really close to affording a tank. That's a problem. But like we see Marauders going down here. Wait, who
And
nuked?
there's a nuke, but
That was top left's nuke?
I don't like. Yeah, that was top left's nuke. That was Kona's nuke.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It was big nuke, but
It was a big nuke, but I mean, it didn't accomplish anything, right?
well, it'll secure a Marauder for them, which is good, but they could have done better probably. Like the nukes really need to be used to force out top right's nukes, right? Or to kill to make top right decide between using a nuke or losing a bunker.
And there's Goblin asking for the 5v2.
Exactly. I mean, they're building tanks. They're asking for it. There we go, the call out. All right, looks like the 5v2 is finally organizing. I just don't think it's gonna be enough.
Kona with the cut.
Oh man, no with a cut. What is he thinking? This basically secures his fate. He's the team that's not going to qualify. I don't think. Yeah.
I mean, they might. You get a lot of performance score once people start trying to kill you, right?
Yes, but the trouble here is with the player dead. each additional player that dies makes it harder and harder to achieve a high performance score. Because the weak players sort of fall out, and the players that remain have higher score. Plus, it effectively works out like there's a multiplier. So with one player dead already, it's just going to be really difficult for them to catch up here. It's not impossible, but
Yeah.
And their score is
So
fine.
Trigger and Goblin gonna carry another Reich and Isaiah to the next round.
It would appear so, barring anything. Oh, and a tank from top left is actually a nice play here, because that might help them feed a little bit more. The trouble is if they try to push it on top right, they're just gonna lose it.
Yeah, they both still have both nukes, and they probably won't even have to nuke to kill it.
Meanwhile, green and blue fighting. I mean, nobody's really playing to win here. I'm not really sure I understand what's happening. So, it wouldn't be a bad play for bottom left to just eliminate bottom right, and really secure their performance score based win. But it's not smart for blue. Like the teams that we saw kind of backstabbing during the truce that almost formed were top left and bottom right. And they're the two teams that really need...
And there's the nuke.
Will the tank live? No. The tank is dead.
Oh, and it dies.
Yeah. I mean, all this is great for bottom right. Or sorry, bottom left.
Bottom left, yeah.
Well, this game's going to wrap up here pretty quickly, I think. With top left dying, even if bottom right stops the
Blue
tapping bottom left.
constantly staying on bot left is hurting his chances.
So I think what we're seeing here is that blue's pissed at green for green not fighting, and we did observe that earlier in the game. It looked like green wasn't fighting. And he's just saying, and he's trying to say, no, you don't get to win. But what he's really doing is he's handing the performance score-based qualification to bottom left. I don't think he realizes it. Kind of funny. It's like the opposite of revenge, failed revenge.
Yeah.
And this tank here will siege up, and that'll probably be the end of Pink's routers. Meanwhile, bottom left is looking better and better every moment to qualify.
Will they commit to killing blue, though? Elijah running across.
I don't even know if they can. I think
Isaiah.
top left will die first.
Yeah, I think top left dies first.
Orange is now dead. That was quick. The one thing I don't like here from red is he has to move his tanks again to kill pink. This is wasting 20 seconds of viewer time. Speaking of which, let's check in on the stream. Oh, there's definitely been some activity here that I didn't see. Sorry guys, I should have checked in a second ago. Christ, that 5v2 took too long to happen is what Toxic said probably about 5 minutes ago, and it still hasn't happened. Toxic also says basically a pub stomp, which I totally agree with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Otacon says LOL Moda got stomped. Also true.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, with those two tanks, so bottom left, it's gonna get the second performance score for sure, right?
Um,
Those two tanks from red.
I don't see how the tanks affect anything. Um,
Um, I feel like when they try to kill bunkers with units, you lose a lot of units trying to kill the bunkers.
well,
And that
yeah,
affects performance score. But when tanks kill bunkers, the person dying doesn't receive performance
but
score.
at this point, the performance scores are locked in from an earlier point in the game. I don't think anyone's performance is going to change here at all. Now that two players have been knocked out, it's just unlikely anybody will exceed their performance from earlier in the game,
Yeah.
based on the way it's calculated. So I don't think tanks affect anything right now. Green's dead. I'm not sure why red repositioned the tanks. Well, hopefully we'll get a more competitive championship game here. This one just it went
This
fast.
game, yeah.
It went fast. It's kind of bizarre. We don't see this very much even in tournaments where the 5v2 just never comes. It definitely felt like a little bit of a throw. I hope I'm not using the term wrong here.
Throw. I don't think there was ever a point where they could have won.
That's true, but the attempt was never really made to 5v2.
Yeah, as well.
So, all right. Well, I don't know if the stream needs to see this, but I guess we'll just ride out the last few seconds of this game, and then set up the next lobby here. Probably be back in about 2 minutes. Yep, and we have exactly who we thought qualifying. So another Reich and Isaiah will make it to the next round. All right.
All right. Do you care about anonymous identities or not?
Not too much. I think everybody in the game's gonna know who everyone is probably pretty fast. But I wouldn't. I'd be just a little careful, but don't worry too much about it. All right. So
It's interesting seeing Savior go directly for the bunker instead of for the mid play.
for the bunker, yeah, some players like to do that.
It's easy feed.
It can be. He's lucky in that the player that he's doing it against is somebody who doesn't know how to handle it. Maybe he got some information early that led him to make that decision. I don't know. I don't usually like that play, but it's worked out here really well for him. So yeah, so the team
that's gonna suffer the most from this is bottom left.
Yeah, but they're pros. They got it.
It's going to be tough, actually. It'll be interesting to see if they can dominate more than their diagonal gets dominated.
Yeah.
But Reich's doing pretty well here.
Which
you're going to have to mute your mic when you're not talking. That's
that feedback.
Did I fix it?
Yeah,
mostly. Yep. So okay. So the teams here are Pookie and Starduck, Savior, Relentless, Trigger, and Goblin, and another Reich and Isaiah. The two teams that qualified are Trigger, Goblin, another Reich and Isaiah. The other two teams got a bye based on their combined ELO. Just ridiculous ELO scores here. 2,000 and 1,900.
I would be really excited about this pro lobby if it wasn't for top right. Like, they're the only ones that are not pros and are going to get stomped.
I wouldn't say that. Honestly, Isaiah knows how to fight in his lane. He's not that far behind, and
yeah, but
the matchup between Reich and Pookie, that's tough. Pookie's like one of the top laners, but at the moment they're not getting stomped too bad. It is tough though. It is tough though.
Yeah.
If they can just stay alive, I like to think bottom left's going to be able to help them.
They're getting more feed than anyone else.
The one thing that I'm hoping doesn't happen is bottom left starts to pull ahead, and then top right, before real damage is done, bottom right commits to a top right commits to 6v2. That's the one thing that I'd like to see the 6v2 come later.
Yeah.
Isaiah's choosing his engagements really well right now.
Yeah, and his micro's pretty good.
He just needs to not overextend.
Agreed.
If he overextends, he's gonna be fucked.
Yeah, one
He's
mistake.
been doing really well on minerals too. He's picked up 4 minerals in the last maybe 2
big
minutes.
time. Yes, and look right now who's in second place. Okay, third place now. But as far as team scores go, top right's doing just fine. And I gotta think just like the last game we saw, being diagonal from the perceived strongest team is a pretty big benefit.
Yeah, definitely means you're gonna get carried.
Yeah, it gives you opportunities to cut. It compounds in a lot of different ways, and it means your expansions should be easier to get on. Speaking of which, looks like both pinks are really close to expanding. So
I think another Reich spent too much on upgrades. Like, we can see that Pookie pretty much has enough for a bunker already, while another Reich, it's the same score, but without combat shields and a bunch of upgrades, so...
Yeah, top right's going to be the last to expand, it would appear. But, it can be okay to have one player go heavier upgrades and have the other player go for the bunk. I think that can be a good strategy. So will Isaiah get a good surround here? No, he's going to get his worker harvested instead.
Yeah, he got cuts really badly, and he didn't fix his rally.
Yeah, if he fixed his rally, got one unit in that bunker, he would have won that battle really easily. But instead, he's feeding workers to Pink, who is also expanding behind this push. Wow, very dominant performance by Pink here.
They're fucked.
Yeah, it's not looking good for top right. Let's see if if this will hurt bottom left though. At the moment, bottom left's expansion looks secure. So the fear is that when top right is struggling like this and feeding their lane, not applying any pressure, that pressure can be used to hit the other diagonal.
I'm surprised to see top left taking double bunks at the same time and also losing their spot.
In the tank spot too.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Why did he take it in the tank spot?
I'm surprised he didn't just take the Reaper for his allies natural.
I think he's figured out who his lane is, and he wants to make sure that this expansion goes down. I think he's scared of pressure. So bottom left, not gonna have any trouble getting their expansions down. It looks like
Isaiah's gonna lose his expo here.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah,
He'll probably need to nuke.
And actually, it looks like his lane got his.
Northern Reich is doing surprisingly well against
Well,
Pookie.
I think he nuked, so that helps quite a bit. But even so.
No, another Reich has his nuke still.
Oh, does he? Wow, another Reich's dominating.
And he's still
Everyone
It's the upgrades.
Yeah, and he almost has 1,000 already, so he can expand pretty quickly.
I like this nuke from light green because chances are Pink isn't going to use his nuke to deny the expansion. He's probably worried about late game more.
Another Reich is doing really well. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He just needs to do a little bit of micro, like pulling back his flanks, and he'll be able to dominate.
I don't know. The trouble right now is he's got enough money to expand, and there's no real path for him to expand. Having light green finished his expansion is going to be really helpful. Let's see what happens. I'd like to see light green throw down a shield tower to try to help him out here. I'd also like to see teal try to help light green with this, like defend off this push.
They're gonna get.
It's too late.
Yeah,
it's too late. If teal came down quickly, he could have denied Pink from even knowing that there was an expansion, and then he could have come back and helped with light Pink. But yeah, this just isn't gonna work. They're gonna need a shield tower to get an expansion down, and meanwhile that edge, that right.
I think they're able to get it down.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have expected him to throw a turret down to be safe here.
He may even lose a bunker if he's not careful.
Bunker. Oh man. It's not loading at all.
Yeah, this bunker's not gonna finish. The only hope here was, I think, a shield tower.
And here comes
This is the end of top right.
Yeah, top right may die very quickly. They do have a nuke still, but I don't think there's gonna be an opportunity to use it. Pink throwing down a turret to make sure he gets the kill on the only bunker that's filled here, and the other bunker just now gets filled. Will light green die?
This might be a mistake to kill Isaiah this quickly. I think it's gonna turn the game against bottom right.
Yeah, bottom right is pulling ahead here.
Especially if they can steal this last kill.
Yeah, I'm not.
What did Isaiah use his nuke on?
They'd be
He used
they'd
it
be
to
wise.
try to get his second bunker up.
They'd be wise to let light Pink get this kill, in hopes that they can just finish off bottom left.
Yeah.
But they should help because it's no. Let's see. It does look like.
Here comes politics.
Ooh no! Here comes the cut. That's a filter. If you're, I just do not like that decision.
He's got war pick, so he's fine pretty much.
Is he trying to keep is he trying to keep teal alive? If he's trying to keep teal alive, I don't mind the play. But if teal will probably die, I don't think there's anything you can do about it. And
Yeah,
the 4v2 is going to come his way. That's a.
Teal has no money at all.
Yeah, teal is murking right now. This bunker is pretty much dead. Well, like he did get enough supply to fill the bunker. Yeah, no, the Marines aren't going to be able to kill this.
If he gets capacity, a little bit of capacity, he'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, versus Marines, he'll be okay. But meanwhile, Pink is just harvesting these workers. Which at this point in the game is Honestly, not.
Still a lot.
It's
Like, we
it's
can see
okay.
that Pookie is catching up. Pookie's catching up because of those SCVs.
Yeah. It's just it. Everybody else is fighting with double production versus double production. You know, either Merc units or Reapers, 10 units per kill. So it's like not that. It's not as good as it would have been 5 minutes ago to be harvesting workers like that.
Yep.
Okay, so if Brown comes to help, this bunker will die very quickly. But Brown seems to be content with leaving Teal alive, maybe for feed, I don't know. And just
Alright, so
starting the
that's
6v2 now.
We got a 4v2 going on right now.
Oh, sorry, 4v2, yeah. It's kind of a
After nukes.
4v3, because Teal's probably going to cut him off from time to time.
Yep,
They both
Teal's
like their
coming in right
nukes
now.
up. Can Green get his nuke off?
Oh, man. This is looking really good now for...
Bottom left.
Well, it's looking better, really better for bottom left. Let's put it that way. they're still trapped in the middle here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow. 2 nukes and they're still
He's
going to
dead.
die.
He's dead. He couldn't get his nuke off.
What happens now? I'm... Okay, there was a nuke glitch. That's what it was.
Okay. Are they gonna 2v2?
So Pink just got 500 minerals.
From his teammate?
Yeah.
That helps.
Alright, so they're gonna 2v2.
Was that Teal's nuke? Yeah.
Yep.
They're gonna just play it out in 2v2.
Fair.
I like this
Yeah.
play.
Yep, that's what Trigger said in the beginning.
Yeah, for bottom left, this is about the best they could have hoped for. They have a team that's close to them in score. Go AFK Goblin. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna let him feed for a bit. This will be fun. Although right now Pookie has an extra bunker, so they got
Yeah, but it's
resupply
Marines.
advantage.
I also have... I don't know, I think it's really even.
A or what?
They could get routers.
They could build a tank, they can do anything. I think they just want to make sure that this actually happens. So top left's going to pull ahead here though, because they're going to get this bunker kill. Tank, we need to kill bottom left. It's like, nope, it's too late here. The politics already been finished. I don't think anyone's going to convince the left side of the map that they should do anything other than finish.
Rip Elo. Rip Elo.
Yeah. Ooh, router bunker coming down.
How much Elo do you lose for losing a game?
Wow, this is really interesting.
Well, I like how it's playing out. It's playing out very fast.
It's playing safe, getting that rotter bunker up, controlling mid, just seeing what happens here.
Yeah. Also denying the scout on the router bunk. Ooh, and we've got a strategic play by blue as well. This could be a fun showdown here. How many nukes do we have? We have bottom left, I believe, still has both of theirs.
Top left has both theirs.
Yeah.
Saber's the only one who uses nuke, so this is
We
gonna
have
be
4
really
nukes.
interesting.
Yep. I think and we got a router bunk going down too.
Routers.
Very very savvy play here by everyone on the left side of the map.
Yeah, this will be fun to watch.
Yeah, it should be.
Just gotta kill the savior.
Yeah, the critical error is if they change their minds and they don't kill Savior off, because he's gonna quietly take right side of the map.
Yeah.
They have.
They will. They are 100% gonna kill him off. Once the tank goes up.
They're waiting for the tank, I guess.
Yeah.
Can we kill him? I think. Oh, are they going to use the tank to do it? That is.
They're gonna expose their tank like right now.
How does Light Pink know that there's tanks?
Truce me and win.
Truce me and win. Whoa, that's an interesting proposal. I'll truce either team until the other is dead. That is.
Savior's trying so hard to get to Weasel out of this.
I mean, that's. I'm hoping that's a lie.
I gotta give him credit. He's trying really hard to get out of this situation, but I mean,
Yeah, it's tough. Once they're committed, the best thing you can do is try to feed one side and deny feed to the other, and hope that one side. But I think that the left side of the map is so committed on keeping this balanced, because they both probably think they might have one more nuke than the other side.
the tank is moving.
Tank is going back. This is okay. Here it comes. Yep.
Comes.
Wise
Going for
play
mid right now.
by bottom left to just let.
The positioning. Look
Top-
the
Yep,
positioning.
they're positioned
Don't
right
don't
into
cut.
mid
Okay,
right now.
perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Oh,
And I think that's a GG. But there are 2 nukes. There's a lot of variability here. If
There's 4 nukes. 4 nukes. On
yeah, 2 nukes on each side. There's 2 nukes that need to be. So look for bottom left to keep their armies split really cleanly.
yeah.
They're winning. We might see the.
We got turrets
They
getting
should
thrown
nuke
both
and save the
ways. I don't. I think a tank for a nuke is actually a good trade, as long as they can keep the tank alive.
So
Without top left using a nuke, they're fine. So the tank kind of counts as an extra nuke.
Super strat.
the turrets are crazy.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
split is phenomenal. 4 turrets. This tank is in really good shape. I think we're going to see a mid bunker go down shortly here.
The shield looks like shield right now.
Yep, shield first, and then probably a mid bunk. But they'll have to pull for it. I don't know if they have the APM to pull right now. Nice job by Orange getting some units in that
Oh.
bunker to support his teammate. I think Blue's turrets have the duration upgrade. Orange's do not. So there's 2 turrets here that are gonna.
Blue's moving tanked into position.
Still no nukes. Still no nukes. The tank here is really the main advantage. All right, so this tank, will it live without using a nuke, or does he need to nuke? I would just nuke. At this point, I would
Save
just
it.
yeah, nuke, save the tank. You have an even number of nukes still.
Now they can kill the Rider bunker if they need to.
Well, there's still one more nuke here they have to fend off, and top left does have more production. So turrets, a little repair on that tank, and then they'll be fine. Brown was looking to nuke, I think,
Oh,
but
shit.
the
The
worker
tank
got
is getting
sniped. The tank? Oh,
The tank is dead.
this changes a
Oh
lot.
shit.
I'm really surprised that the tank died without a nuke. But with the mid bunker going down,
Bunker. That may make up for it.
it definitely will if they can get it done. But they need some turrets. Like I'd look to see Blue pausing construction to throw turrets here. Pink with a really aggressive turret, Orange with a turret right on top. Blue's turrets on the left side are helping. Blue needs to be throwing more turrets
There he
though.
is.
This is really cool. We got started pushing trigger.
I think it all comes down to this bunker. If this bunker gets down and doesn't die immediately, bottom left probably wins. If the bunker
Okay, won't.
doesn't get down, I think top left wins. Aggressive turret push here by Brown, but
He's pushing really hard, and he's got a nuke too.
but what is he gonna do? He's not gonna be able to kill any bunkers. He's only killing the resupply, and meanwhile the turrets in mid are holding
I mean, he's killing the bunkers. Look.
very slowly. But this mid bunker is worth way more than that marine bunker.
Here comes a nuke.
Well, save no. I think it's smart to save the nuke. They can hold mid now. If they lose everything else and hold mid, they're still fine. I think getting the mid bunker down is worth so much more, and with all those turrets that Stark had to throw,
What do you think top lefts can do to win this, to bring this back?
maybe a tank quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But he took the tank spots.
Well, there's plenty. They could build it anywhere else on the map.
Yeah.
Right now, they technically have map control, even though they don't have mid control. Aggressive turret push
They don't have
here.
any shield towers.
I'm
These
surprised
ghosts
they're
are
not
just
going
so strong.
straight for the Merc bunker mid.
Yeah. They
Well, there's turrets there. They're probably saving for something else, like another mid
They need
bunker.
more shields. They need more shields. Top left.
It's looking to me like bottom left has this.
Yeah.
These Reapers are not really good at pushing into the opponent's shield tower. Is this going to be a nuke or a turret from Brown? A turret from Brown, counter turret from Blue, but Brown has a lot more Reapers, and those Reapers are better at cutting through turrets. So I think Blue or Orange really need a shield tower protecting their marine bunkers down here. Really aggressive turret push on kind of both sides here. Turrets holding mid, and then turrets pushing down the left side. Still, both teams have one nuke,
Blue's
which
got a
is
tank being built up, bottom right.
yeah. If this tank gets done, there's just no way that mid gets pushed.
Yeah, they can't.
You can almost afford to lose the marine bunker from orange.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised top left hasn't made any attempts to build a tank, but I think Brown's putting all his money into these turrets, and when you fail to actually connect and kill bunks there, that's kind of a waste.
Also, that there's no shield tower there for Pookie. He was fighting without a shield tower against Goblin inside multiple shield towers, so he was at a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's tough, especially when you're fighting versus Rotters.
Yeah.
I think this game is all over. I can't. I don't think there's anything top left can do at this point. They'd need a miracle nuke and a mistake.
Yeah.
And the score tends to agree. The number of turrets that's been thrown by Brown is
Blue's tank's moving up.
very high. The Rotters are going to die. We'll probably see a GG here pretty soon.
Yep.
Surprised he's not bringing the tank into mid.
Was this the final game?
Yep, this is the final game.
Really? What's the prize?
$500 from Ross.
At least. No.
Nice.
There's just nothing that can really be done here. It's kind of nice and systematic. They're not really giving top left any room to make a play. Even if they did get a miracle nuke and killed the tank, those ghosts, the resupply and the ghosts, the turrets, they'd be able to hold and be able to win with a nuke. I just don't. I don't see any way out of this. Another Reaper is probably not the answer when your opponent has ghosts and rods. Maybe he's going to try to retire his Marine and run around the map and snipe stuff, but it's just way too late for that.
Fred. The entire stream chat is just Fred talking.
That's a good stream shot. and Toxic Panda. It wouldn't be a stream shot if Toxic Panda wasn't in there. Just wouldn't be right. Alright, well, a few moments here, we're going to pull over Goblin and Trigger.
It's the biggest surprise for me is that the diagonal to the first team to die very early is going to win this game.
It is a surprise, but it's a strong team.
We just have to try a little bit harder.
Yeah, I think bottom right needed to hang on just a little bit longer. They're usually the natural team to truce. But remember when I said, what's Pink doing? When Pink cut across the map and tried to hurt top left, instead of letting top left kill the
Take a screenshot.
print screen. So remember when Savior cut across and cut Pookie off and Pookie was trying to kill top right? I honestly think that play really ruined bottom right's chances because top left was much more willing to take the truce with bottom left at that point. Their scores were a lot closer to even. I think if Savior just lets Pookie get the kill, then it's more likely that the natural alliance to finish bottom left forms. But let's see what Goblin and Trigger have to say here. We're gonna pull them over.
Mm-hmm. Howdy.
So what do you think the key was in this one?
Goblin's still muted.
At the end, you mean?
Oh, we don't need to hear from Goblin. We just want to hear from Trigger.
At the end? Do you mean at the end?
Just in general, it was sort of like the defining moment. I think there's one thing in mind for us, but I'm curious what you guys thought.
Started I think it was start to push Siren Marine as much as turrets. You didn't get enough.
Oh, okay, in the end, yeah, sure.
And then we got middle, so after that.
Yeah.
That's,
We were just talking right before you guys joined about kind of how the truce formed and how you guys were pretty committed to that. Well, can you walk us through your thinking on like what you built and I don't know, your confidence in top left's willingness to commit, that sort of thing?
well, I know Starduck is willing to do it. He always tries to, and I need to build a tank just because I need to finish it before we got unequal. It just gets harder and harder. So.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. If you start construction, it doesn't finish. That's a worker that's out of the fight at the critical moment. And it's 1,500 minerals that provide no value. Sometimes the game can be over before you even get those 1,500 minerals in the game. So yeah, it was smart probably to finish it there. I like that. What about, were you worried at any point that instead of you guys being involved in the truce, that top left and bottom right would kind of truce against you? It was pretty clear that the weaker team was diagonal from pretty early on.
There's no guarantee bottom right will finish us because that's just retarded anyways, and they're never gonna truce again. So.
But bottom right was stronger.
And top left?
Yeah, but I believe so. Bottom right actually killed top right. They were maybe like 1,000 minerals ahead.
No,
But they didn't have as many nukes, so
bottom right was weaker than top left.
there was when top right died, bottom right had a higher score. I'm not sure if they were.
No, I meant at the end, like you said you.
Oh yeah, no. I'm talking when it went three-way, right? When top right died.
Yeah.
It,
We're gonna rig some boost because I know Starduck is willing to do it.
so you just tried to offer it quickly to make sure that you.
I offered it at the beginning of the game, so.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, congrats on the win.
Congrats.
I really.
Did you have any concern exposing your tank? Did you have any concern exposing your tank when you were trying to finish bottom right? That top left would have immediately switched to you.
That's a great question.
They could have just complained, and then we would have let them build a tank.
Yeah, that probably would have been smart for them.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a really good game. Wasn't as much up stomp as the last game, so nice.
But it ended more quickly, somehow.
It was more interesting and quicker.
Yep. All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Maybe catch you next week. I think the league night will start in a few hours here, but we're going to check off the stream for now. So tune back in I believe it's either 2.5 or 3 hours. I'm actually not sure what time. If we're starting at if we're starting earlier, not this week.
Goblin, how's your day?